Hey, how's it going? So it's been a while since the last one of the videos in this series, and if you enjoy it and you want to see more, then check out the full playlist link below in the description. But if you're new to the series, essentially this is a list of facts about the game that are things you probably wouldn't know about, or things you probably wouldn't think to look up unless you're specifically looking for them. These aren't anything big or things that are going to change anything about the way you play the game, but there may be some things that you won't be able to unsee. And you'll probably know at least one, if not more, of the things on this list, but my goal today is that you learn at least one new thing. So with that being said, here are 5 mildly interesting facts in Old School Runescape, and I hope you enjoy. Starting off with number 1 is about the Stronghold Slayer Cave, or really anywhere that requires you to be on a Slayer task. There's a lot of places just like the Stronghold Slayer Cave where in order to prevent it from getting overcrowded, you're required to be on the Slayer task to damage the monsters. If you try to attack the monsters in any of these places, the game won't let you, and it'll say something along the lines of that's not your Slayer target and that you have to focus only on your Slayer tasks. However, there is still a way to damage the monsters. If you cast the Vengeance spell from the Lunar Spellbook, you can recoil against the monsters, or you could use Rings of Recoil as well. So it is possible to kill monsters in these places off task, but it would be extremely slow and inefficient, and I don't think there's really any way to abuse this because task-only monsters such as Kraken and Smoke Devils aren't aggressive towards you. On to number 2, if you've ever gotten a 99 before, or even if you haven't, you've probably at least seen some of the NPCs walking around the game who sell the skill capes. If you take a close look at them, you'll notice that they're all wearing the untrimmed capes, meaning that that's the only 99 that they have, and it's a recurring pattern that they all just have one 99, which also happens to be the cape that they sell. However, there is one exception. Ignatius Vulcan, the guy that sells the firemaking cape, is wearing the trimmed version of the cape, which means he has another 99 besides firemaking. I think that his other 99 may be smithing because the name Vulcan comes from a Latin word Vulcanus, who is the Roman god of fire and metalworking. That's just my theory, but if you have a different idea of what it might be, then please let us know in the comments. And one more little fact about Ignatius that I want to share is that when skill capes were added into the game on October 18th, 2006, Jagex had to specifically add him into the game because there weren't any other NPCs that they felt were associated enough with firemaking to sell the cape. Number 3 is about plate legs versus plate skirts, and I think that most people know that they have the same stats and that it comes down to personal preference and fashionscape. However, there actually is a difference, being that plate legs weigh 9 kilograms while plate skirts only weigh 8. Also, if you examine the plate skirt, it says designer leg protection. But if you examine the plate legs, it says these look pretty heavy. So it kind of sounds to me like the examine text is almost referencing the fact that the plate legs weigh more. Moving on to number 4 now is about Big Red Japan. And he was the player that designed the agility rooftop courses, and I'm sure you've seen him because he's always standing at the last obstacle on almost every rooftop course except for Faldor and Palnavnic. When he was first added, every single time anyone completed a lap, he would say PDC rooftop course designed by Big Red Japan. But that was eventually changed due to complaints, and now every time someone completes the last obstacle of every lap, he'll just wave at you. So next time you're doing rooftop courses, take a look at Big Red Japan and you'll see that he gives you a little wave. And I don't know about you, but that little wave gives me life and motivation to keep on training agility. And the 5th and final fact for today is about mining. Now, I've never done tick manipulation mining, so ignore the background footage, it's just me running around the quarry like an idiot. But essentially, all pickaxes have the exact same success rate, just different tick cycles. So if you're 3-ticking with a bronze pick, you get the exact same XP per hour as a dragon pick. And the same works for axes when you're woodcutting as well. Obviously, the only difference is that you won't get the benefits from the infernal versions, and you won't get the special attacks they have. If you want more in-depth info, I'll link Autumn Algae's video in the description, and he talks about this at about 2.5 minutes in. But that's going to be all for today. I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to see more, then please let me know by giving the video a like and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already and want to stay up to date with the videos. It really would mean a lot. And again, the playlist with the full series will be linked in the description if you haven't seen the previous ones already. But with that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.